situation. It's not. And people who say those types of things on the internet have zero
Thank you.
empathy,
I'll
zero
leave you to
real
your
world
work.
experience. They've
Good
only
luck
ever
to you.
known McDonald's and Walmart and fast food and air conditioning. And, it's goddamn, there's some really ignorant people out there in the real world. One of these days, I'm going to figure out how to take those steps without breaking an ankle. All right, let's go talk to the engraver's apprentice. I do need more coffee, though, because I can't rant without coffee. I'll be right back, everybody.
If your cottage burned down, our sausages will still taste good. If your husband is murdered, our sausages will be here. Come and get them. Lean, fatty, marbles, meats of all kinds. Rabbit paws of all colours, shapes and sizes. Vegetables, fresh vegetables. Good men, good wives, come have a look. Don't be shy, you'll never see such fine meats. Salami, sausages, lard of all kinds, and scratches to make your mouth water, more than the finest made of a unicorn. From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see. Miraculous ointments and remarkable remedies.
All right, I got a fresh cup of coffee. What's our next rant? You guys got me fired up this morning.
Meat, cured and fresh, from the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious.
It all tastes delicious. No worms, no parasites, no weevils, I promise. All right, we're going. Oh, there's one. What's this one? This is the bathhouse maid? No, that's the engraver's apprentice. Let's talk to her first.
Wine squeezed from grapes, cultivated from a rose bush.
Speaking of which, I should probably go to the bathhouse.
Jesus Christ. Your clothes. Were you assaulted? Damn bandits, may they burn in hell.
I actually was assaulted, my lady.
I'm interested in your services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
I've heard you have nice girls here.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
We
I'm
are
not
going to
giving you
haggle.
that much.
And how much are you willing to pay?
Depends on the beauty of the maiden. Let's try half. We'll not do half. We'll do 30.
Since it's you,
It'll take more than that to persuade me. You won't regret spending the money. I guarantee it. Goodbye.
Oh, oh, oh,
The bath maids will make a new man of you.
looking for something around here?
That's old news, Negan. That team branched off like 4 years ago. Matter of fact, they have a game preview of their new game. I think on January. Shit, I don't remember. 19th, maybe. Sometime this month, they're going to be showing off their very first trailer for the project they've been working on for the past few. But that was years ago. They split off. And it was not everybody. It was like a handful. It's no different than what happens with every big company. People work somewhere for 10 years. They get bored. They want to go try their own thing. They split off. They make their own game studio. They work on their own projects. I saw somebody on Twitter/X trying to make it out that it was some sort of news that CD Projekt Red was failing because their writers left. And I'm like, that happened like 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. That company's been working on that project for several years now. It wasn't their whole team. It was just the lead. I think it was the game director for The Witcher 3, if I'm not mistaken. The game director for The Witcher 3 went off to form his own studio because he wanted to do his own thing. He wanted to build his own project. And then so many people have now tried to spin it into this news story of like CD Projekt Red is failing because like the game director said the company's so bad that he left and he's doing this. No, that's not what fucking happened.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds?
That's called
I'll
Reddit.
give you at
Reddit
odds.
reporting is what that is.
It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
She should have stuck with the turnip heads. I gotta tell my wife that. That's hilarious. I totally wrote poems for my wife when we first met. I gotta tell her that. That's funny.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive?
Alright, well... I wonder if there's a side quest for abduction
I'd like
of
to know
Esther.
more about the kidnapping.
No, that's it.
Goodbye.
Okay, well... Now we need to go find this Florian fellow. Apparently Henry is not that athletic.
Good health to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What?
No, I don't watch any
Who the
sports,
hell are
Rob.
you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating
My
counterfeit
life
money,
is
and the
literally
trail
video
led me
games.
Straight to you. Does the
TV
name
shows,
Rapporteur mean anything to you?
Movies.
I don't know.
Pretty much.
Maybe?
Don't bother. I
That's
know
it.
you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
It's got something to do with that girl, hasn't it?
How do you know?
That doesn't matter.
No, I suppose not. I didn't want to get involved, I swear. Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What,
Am
so
I going
I'm
to rescue
go
this
searching
girl?
for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those
Is it
fucking
January
great
12th,
villains?
Ungo Bungo? Gotcha. I knew it was like... I couldn't remember. It was mid-January. We will definitely cover it. I don't know if I'll cover it on a live stream. I'll definitely be doing a reaction video to it. I'm interested in it for sure because it's like a dark fantasy vampire game. So you know we're gonna play it. We're gonna have a great time. I'm not even gonna try to haggle with this guy. Let's help.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
I'm a knight.
Yes,
I have
but
to
then
do
you
knightly
have to tell me
things.
everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my savior.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
Take care.
Alright, well, let's go out here so I can fast travel. Let's untrack all of these quests because I'm going to get confused with all the POIs. Probably. Yeah, let's just go to Skalitz and ride south. Cyberpunk 2077, by the way, guys, that's a game I would love to do a third playthrough of that game. Happily. I would happily do a third playthrough of that with Phantom Liberty. But there's just no time. Like, trying to get through this game before the second one. Also dabbling a little bit with Last of Us 2 so I can prep for the second season of the show. Simultaneously kind of dabbling with the Mass Effect 3. I've got a few first impressions videos we're going to be doing this month as well. There's some games I want to try out on Game Pass and PS Plus. I don't know if I should be trying to do this stealthily or not. I'm just like riding up because I'm like, hey guys, I'm coming to rescue the chick. I have no idea if I'm going to get a chance for dialogue or if they're just going to attack me.
Hey! What are you doing here? Tired of
I'd
life,
say they're
eh?
just going to attack me.
To arms! Get over here! Yeah! Hey! All of you! You call that?
I probably should not have ran up here like that. I'm going to get destroyed, and I don't know when was the last save.
You're dead!
Alright, you're down.
You gonna cry now?
No, but I just took a whole bunch of damage to my armor, I think. Yeah, I'm toast. I'm gonna let him kill me and then we'll come back. Not smart. Apparently that's not one where we want to rush in. We will approach that a little more cautiously now. I wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed a conversation option or if it was straight to combat, but that's definitely a straight to combat, so I'll need to sneak up with a bow. Oh yeah. Alright, so we gotta go back out. We will fast travel to... I do not suffer from that, Rob. There's almost 7,200 videos on my YouTube channel. I play a lot of games. We've done a lot over the past few years. This year may be our biggest yet. We'll see. I mean, obviously, you know, the YouTube channel always gets bigger, the Twitch channel always gets better, but you never know how traffic's gonna go. Matter of fact, I still haven't done my end of year report for YouTube. I need to do that today.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do it on the 4th and then just got sidetracked with all the stuff going on around here. '24 was a good year. It remains to be seen if 2025 is a better year than 2024. I don't really have any major goals this year. As long as the income remains steady, then I've pretty much gotten to the point where... Fuck, I got hit by an ambush. Oh, and then I get thrown off my horse because these fuckers.
That is gonna cost you. Bring it on!
Fucking dog.
What's the matter? Come on!
That's what you get for ambushing me. Deer hide. Oh, hang on, he had a potion. Yeah, I'm not sure about Path of Exile 2. I spent $30 for the early access. I played all of like 10 hours or whatever and was like, nope, it needs way too much work. I don't regret buying it, but it's not at a place where I would consider spending more time playing it. The fog of war isn't the issue. It was the loss of loot. There's some stuff. Yeah. Definitely some stuff. I will probably do one more attempt at Path of Exile 2 during January, just because I'd like to try out a sorcerer / ice mage build or whatever. But honestly, the lack of save progress for quest objectives is too big of a deal breaker for me. Like, I don't want to spend hours of my time if the map is just going to reset and clear all my quest progression. That shit that's for the birds. Don't got time for that. Yeah, you guys, by the way, I'm going to call that out right now. Don't do shit like that, Rob. And I don't want to let people. Don't promote that in my chat, please. Trying to trick Steam into give you a refund. Let's not promote that in my chat. If you have purchased a game and you have played a game, you may not like it, but just because you didn't like it isn't a reason for you to get a refund. You don't deserve a refund just because you didn't like something. I'm gonna call that out right now. If it's a buggy hot mess and you couldn't launch the game, and you tried and you did all the things and you couldn't get it to work, that's a legitimate reason for a refund. But I do not support this idea of I should get a refund because I didn't like the game. This sucks that I played more than 2 hours. Nah, man, don't try to gimmick that shit. That's totally not respecting the developer's time. That's like if I buy a plane ticket, like, just because I don't like the airline, or there was turbulence on the flight, like, that's not a reason. Like, I took the flight, I did the flight, I landed. Like, I shouldn't get my money back just because there was turbulence on the flight. Like, and then I hear people say things like, oh, what happens if you order a burger and it's a bad burger? Again, if you had legitimate bugs and you couldn't run the game, that's worthy of a refund. But just because you didn't like the experience and then you want to talk about you tried to gimmick the system to get your money back, I can't support that at all. So let's keep that shit out of the chat, please. Because that's totally against their terms of service. Like, we shouldn't be, bragging about trying to, like, game a system to, like, try to get a refund back just because we didn't like something. I'm not going to support that at all. And I say that because I've developed games. I've sold a bunch of books. I'm a creative individual, and if someone pays for my product, like, and you use the product, sorry that you didn't like the product, but you bought it. Like, you used it. You put in the time. You played it. I'm sorry that you didn't like it, but no, you're not getting a refund just because you didn't like it. That's bullshit. Exactly, Thanar. It's like the people who eat half the hamburger and they're like, the burger was bad, I want my money back. Then why'd you fucking eat half the burger? Oh, I totally missed.
Well now, look what's come crawling out from under some rock. Over here!
I missed all my shots?
Quick! Is that all you got? Hey! All of you, gather here! Raise the alarm! Raise the alarm! Watch out!
I still missed that. Alright, let's try that again. I'm going to do a hard save up here with the Savior Schnapps. Yes, Ungo Bungo, that's the exact type of scenario. Your dad has a restaurant, somebody comes in, eats the entire meal, and then they complain that it was too spicy, I want my money back. No! No! Screw you! You ate the whole meal. If it was too spicy, you should have told me after your first bite. There are way too many people out there that restaurants are the worst, man. I would not want to be a restaurant owner, especially with all these gluten-free, I'm a vegan, like, okay, you want to be a vegan? That's fine. Go be vegan on your own time. Don't come to my steakhouse and tell me that I should have vegan options. There's